really like that sandwich, don't you? Good, because I'm going to show you how to make it. Oh wait, you're not a subscriber? Don't forget to subscribe. Press that button. Press it. Go ahead, press it.
Alright guys, so in this video I have a guest, Mia. Say hi.
Hey.
Alright, so for this recipe, the main ingredients that you're going to be needing is sweet baby rays or any barbecue sauce of your choice. I'm using sweet and spicy. I'm also using 1 head of cauliflower, and you're going to need some seasonings, and I'll go ahead and put that on the screen now.
Thank you.
You're also going to need breadcrumbs. I think plain works best for this. And you're going to need 1.5 cups of flour. I'm using all-purpose flour, but you can use any flour that you prefer. So let's go ahead and start doing this thing. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and start mixing this thing up. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in all of the seasonings in our flour, and then I'm just going to go ahead and mix that all up to make sure that it's all incorporated in with the flour. And then this is something I don't usually give measurements on how much water I'm pouring into a mixture that I'm using like to batter something, but I just kind of do it by eye. So we have 1.5 cups of flour, and then I'm just gonna pour some water and kind of see where it takes us from there. We'll see what happens. So you basically want this to have like a pancake batter consistency. You want it to be like slightly thick, but not too thick where your batter is not gonna go all in the little crevices of your cauliflower. So that right there is too thick still. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a bit more water and continue to mix. The reason I don't like to give exact measurements for water is because I've followed batters before, and you always have to like add more this or that. So it's always just best to kind of like go by eye and see how you feel about it. So this is what it looks like. So it's got that pancake consistency. And we're going to go ahead and smother our cauliflower in this next. Alright guys, so I have my breading station all set up here. The cauliflower, we have our mix, and we have some breadcrumbs, and then everything's going to go onto this baking sheet. I'm using a small one because we're making just enough to do about 6 sandwiches depending on how much you're going to add into your sandwich. I'm going to go ahead and throw in our cauliflower into our batter. And that's why you want it to be like slightly runny but not too watery, because you want it to coat the whole cauliflower in those little crevices and all of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and toss it into our breadcrumbs. Get it nice and coated. And then go ahead and place that onto our baking sheet. And you're going to continue to do this until everything is done. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, I cut the cauliflower. I cut the cauliflower to about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. You don't want it to be too much thicker. What? So, like I was saying, you don't want it to be like too much thicker, because then it's going to take longer to cook, and it's just a pain in the butt. Alright guys, so we finished breading all of our cauliflower, and we're going to go ahead and put this in a preheated oven of 450 degrees for 20 minutes. And right now it doesn't look all that appetizing, but I promise you, once this is done, it's going to be smothered in barbecue sauce. And hopefully we don't have any boogies in our sandwiches. Be right back. There was a thief on the loose. Mia went into the fridge and grabbed something and just ran away. We're like, what'd she get? She took the cheese. You like cheese? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mmm. Yum.
This tastes good.
Is this good?
Oh,
okay.
And these are the shenanigans that happen behind the scenes. Chris is doing the catwalk with his fingers.
Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and smother these bad boys in the barbecue sauce. We're gonna put barbecue sauce on the front, on the back, smother it all around, and then we're gonna go ahead and put them back in the oven. Alright, so I've gone ahead and coated everything in barbecue sauce very generously, because if you leave any like dry spots, like I know I have some dry spots, but if you leave dry spots, when you put it back in the oven, it'll become even drier. Even though once it's done, you're gonna go ahead and throw some more barbecue sauce if you like. So I'm gonna put this back in the oven for another 20 minutes. Alright, so what I forgot to tell you guys is that I was gonna add some Daya cheese, the mozzarella Daya cheese, over top of the cauliflower 15 minutes into the oven once it was coated in barbecue sauce. So I'm going to put cheese on all of these, and then I'm going to throw it back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Alright guys, so next I'm going to be showing you how to make the ranch sauce or dipping sauce or spreading sauce, whatever it is. So I have some Veganese here, and I use about 3/4 of a cup to a cup of Veganese. You're going to be using some pickle juice, and this is to give it like that dill kind of like a ranchy taste. I'm also using some parsley flakes, some onion powder, and some pepper. The first thing I'm going to do is actually pour just a little bit of water just to thin out the sauce. And then I'm going to go ahead and stir it up. I'm not giving you exact measurements because it doesn't have to be like exactly perfect. You just want it to be like you know, like a sauce that you would pour over a sandwich. You know, you don't want it to be super thick like mayo already, you know, comes kind of thick. So I'm going to go ahead and just generously, you know what, I'm going to open up the jar and just kind of pour some parsley in there. Next I'm going to go ahead and crack some black pepper into there. And I'm going to go ahead and just give it some onion powder. And then next, I'm literally going to just eyeball some pickle juice in there. I would say for as much mayo as I have in there, I probably have about a teaspoon of pickle juice. You hear Mia freaking out in the background. She wants some Veganese. Alright guys, so let's put this bad boy together. Alright, so some people might say that some more Veganese might not be the right thing to do, but you know what? I like my sandwiches sloppy. If you don't, you can omit this. I'm gonna go ahead and add this bad boy on there. Look how delicious it looks! And then I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of that delicious ranch sauce that we just finished making. Oh my god. Okay, look at it, just look at it. Oh yes. And then throw on some beautiful little lettuce on there. Throw on a little extra lettuce on there. If you're feeling adventurous, throw on a pickle, whatever. And then bam, there you have it. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this a try. I don't even know where to bite it, but it looks so good. Here we go. You guys have to try this. Go do this right now. You know you have most of the ingredients at home already. Go give it a try. I'm gonna go and eat the rest of this because it's delicious. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.